This week on Panther Primer, we're pleased to have with us two new recruits from Northern Ontario, the Pilon twins. Drake Pilon, Darian Pilon. Boys, welcome to Prince Edward Island.
Thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Okay. So one of the things that we often hear about you guys is that you're very much the same, but that you come as a package, that you're very similar in your styles. But there must be some kind of differences between your games or some similarities that you share. Can maybe you talk about the similarities and differences you have maybe as players and as people even?
Our similarities as players is more like just in your face, fast paced, defense first kind of play, 200 feet. I think Darian's got a little bit more skill like sometimes, but I tend to have a harder shot in that aspect. And then just as people, I think we're pretty alike, honestly.
Yeah, nothing really I could add. We're pretty alike. There's not too many things that separate us, really.
And you guys have been playing together your whole life, right?
Yeah, since we were 3.
Since you were 3.
Yeah.
Cool. So where does that sort of competitive desire come from you? Like, is it something that you've learned over the course of time, or is it something that you've always had? Has that always been a significant part of your play?
I think we've always had it. I think even when we were little, we always hated to lose, and we'll do anything to win. We just want to win, and it never really grew into anything like that. It just was always there when we were growing up. Every sport we played, almost every sport you could name, just transferred over to everything we've actually done. We always wanted to do good, everything we can.
The fact that both of you were passed over in the OHL draft, if I understand, is that something that maybe gave you guys a little bit of extra motivation to try and sort of prove people wrong, maybe? Sort of say everyone that, hey, I think you missed something here?
OHL wasn't really on our mind at first because we got cut from our minor midget AAA team that year, so we weren't really focused on the OHL at all. It just kind of like prove everybody else wrong and cut us from AAA kind of thing. And then we went into our first year junior after that, and we were kind of more focused on the school route going Division 1. Okay. And then Sudbury just happened to pick us up, and they made us an offer, and we just couldn't really refuse it, right?
Good stuff. So what attracted you to here? What brought you to what sort of brought you to here to UPI? How did it come about? And maybe talk to us a little bit about what ultimately led to you guys in making the decision to come to UPI.
Well, early in the year, we were just talking to Doug Blaisdell, Charles Azedes, and Owen Hedrick, and it was all just fun and games. We were just joking around. They're like, yeah, you guys should come here. Like, it'd be under if you guys came here. And then, like, it just kept coming up more, slipping into our heads. So, like, yeah, like, we got to think of it as an option. And then coach started calling us and stuff, and it seemed like a good fit. We got a great group of young prospects here coming up. We got the Nationals next year. We got a good team this year. We just got to put it all together. Sure. And there's really no downside to playing here right now.
How have you found the transition in terms of going from the OHL to the AUS level?
I found it's more of just there's no 16-year-olds, right? We're the 16-year-olds again. Right. It's just like there's 25-year-olds, there's men, but we're kind of used to that, just like because we had a splash just of playing older hockey, just like from the tryouts that we had. But so it's just kind of consistency here, and just sometimes you got to know how to pick your battles. Like a guy, you might be going into a corner with a guy that's 6'4" and he's 25 and he has man strength, and you're 5'10", 180. So you just got to play it smart instead of hard sometimes. Right.
Well, one of the things that Forby always said is that you guys are going to add a level of sandpaper to the team. So I think we saw that in the weekend, and boys, it's really nice to have you here. We're looking forward to sharing the next few years together and seeing the Pilon boys develop over that time. So all the best.
Thank you.
Good luck, boys. Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having us.